Namaste everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I have an intermediate, almost advanced type flow. So there will be some cues, but I'm going to keep them to more of a minimal. So make sure that you're really experienced with yoga. So if you're more of a beginner or an all levels type yogi, then I'd recommend having a look at some of my all levels or beginner classes. But today's class is going to be focusing on building some really great strength. It's going to be a fluidity flow. So we're not going to be holding all the poses for really long times. We're going to be flowing in and out of some of the poses nicely. It is going to require some upper body strength. So let's just start off with some lovely breaths just to come into the body, and then some lovely warm-ups for the wrists. So you can stay in a cross-legged position or come into a kneeling position, just sitting your sit bones onto your heels, or maybe hero pose, whatever you prefer. Get yourself comfortable, taking the tops of the hands to the legs, resting the shoulders down. We're going to breathe nice and deep through the nostrils. Perhaps engage your Ujjayi breath. Finding some neck rolls from shoulder to shoulder. And then some side body stretches, just waving it from one side to the other. Coming on forward, waving it to one side. Swinging it forward and taking it to the other. Just continue this 3 times each side. Once more each side. Coming on forward, taking a wide-legged child's pose just for a few breaths. And take a deep inhale through the nose and then exhale out of the mouth. Two more just like that. One more. Wave yourself back into your seat. We're going to make our way to tabletop. Just warming up through the wrists, we're going to find some circles in one direction. You can take them big or small. And then circle in the opposite direction. Now point your fingertips away from each other so the palms are on the inside, and just start to rock from side to side. Spread the fingers. And then turn the fingers to face the knees, thumbs on the outside edge. Bend the elbows, sit back towards the toes, and lift the palms slightly off the mat. Stretching out the backs of the hands. And release, circling the wrists in one direction and then in the other. Give them a shake out. Back to tabletop, 3 cat-cows. Into plank, finding a rocking motion in your plank backwards and forwards, pressing up out of the shoulder blades. Maybe become still, 3 more breaths. Squeeze your glutes. And downward facing dog. Maybe you want to walk your dog to begin with, or find some side body stretches. Taking 3 deep breaths in your down dog. Just stay where you are. I've just got to sort my mic out. One more deep breath in your down dog. Okay, from your downward facing dog, lower onto the forearms for your dolphin, holding a dolphin here. And then send your dolphin forwards for a chaturanga. Come down to the belly, inhale cobra. Coming all the way down, lift your thighs and your arms and your chest off the ground for a locust pose. And then press yourself back to plank, downward facing dog. We're going to repeat that 3 more times. So from your down dog, dolphin. You can look between the thumbs, send it forward, chaturanga. Lower down, cobra, and send it into locust. Hands under shoulders into plank, downward facing dog. 2 more just like that. Dolphin, chaturanga, baby cobra or full cobra, locust. Plank, downward facing dog. 1 more time. Dolphin, chaturanga, baby cobra, locust. Holding our locust for 10 breaths. 8, 7, 6, lift higher. 4, 3, 2, 1. Plank, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg and coming to crescent lunge, high lunge. Hands to the sky. Come up onto the back toes, the front toes. Coming up off the front heel. Taking a twist. Look to the right. Back to center and finding half moon, bringing these right fingertips to the front of the mat, open up through the side body. Maybe you can lift the fingertips off the ground. Start to drop that top hip into your warrior 3. And step back, high lunge. Come up off the heel. Planting the left hand on the ground. Step it into a side plank on the left side, lifting the hips, stacking the feet if you can. Look up towards the right fingertips. Bringing this right forearm down to the ground for a forearm side plank on the right side. Lifting the left arm to the sky. And then into a forearm plank. Both arms down on the ground. Sending it up and back to your dolphin. And then downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Left leg lifts. Step it forwards for your crescent lunge on the left side. Coming up off the heel. You can drop the heel back down, take that twist. Back to center, sending it forwards for half moon. Right arm lifts. Maybe you can get those left fingertips off the ground. Don't worry if you lose balance. Sending it forwards into warrior 3. So you're dropping that right hip a little down. Don't worry if you're losing balance like me. I'm always bad on my left side. And then back to your high lunge. Planting the right palm on the ground, step it to a side plank on this right side. Bringing the left forearm down to the ground for a side plank on the left forearm. Lift the right arm to the sky. And then forearm plank, both arms down. Sending it all the way down into a sphinx. Squeeze your glutes together in your sphinx. Send it up to plank. Hold for 3 breaths. And downward facing dog. Three breaths. Let's do those dolphin sequences again. So from your down dog, dolphin, drop both arms down at the same time. Chaturanga, cobra, into locust, plank, downward facing dog, dolphin, chaturanga, up dog, cobra, and locust. We got one more of those. Plank, downward facing dog, Dolphin, drop the elbows at the same time. Last chaturanga. Cobra, locust. Ten breaths in your locust. 8, 7, 6, lift higher. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Just rest your head onto your hands and rest. Okay, let's send it back to plank. Holding your plank 3 breaths. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Jump or step your feet into Malasana. Sitting down low in your Malasana. Extend your arms forward, keep your knees wide, bringing both of the tops of the hands together. Arch. Back to center. Lowering your bum down to the mat. Taking your feet hip distance, let's make our way into a reverse tabletop. So inhale, lift the hips, keep the head looking up, don't rest it back. We're going to do a little sequence of 3. I'll talk you through the first one. So lift the hips a little higher. And then send your hips back behind you for an L-sit, but you can keep your heels on the ground. And then back into your reverse tabletop. So 3 just like that. With your bum lifted, your heels can stay on the ground. But engage the core. Send it back for your L-sit, bum lift. One more breath. Back to reverse tabletop. Look to the sky or look slightly forwards. Squeeze your glutes. 2 more. Back for your L-sit, straighten legs. Back to reverse tabletop. We've got 1 more. Squeeze your glutes a little higher. Into your L-sit. And then lower your bum down. Inhale the arms to the sky, taking a forward fold. Come on, back up. Taking the right leg over the left, let's find a twist. Swapping legs, twisting the opposite direction. Bring your feet back hip distance, send your bum towards your legs, hands as if you're going to go into a tabletop, but your bum is closer to your heels. Bend the elbows. Bend the elbows and feel that stretch. Squeeze the back shoulder blades together, feeling that stretch through the shoulders. And then push yourself up, face the fingertips towards your legs, maybe in a cross-legged position. Just stretch out the back of the palms, through the forearms, maybe finding a little rock from side to side. And taking the tops of the hands to the ground, stretching the opposite side of the hands, thumbs on the inside edge. Finding a comfortable cross-legged position, we're going to do a couple of neck stretches before we end the class today. So extend your arms out long, lock the elbows, drop the head over towards the left shoulder and find some circles to the right. Just continue this, dropping the shoulders back and down. Nice and slow, just stretching through the neck and shoulders here. One more, just roll your head to the opposite side. And release your arms, taking a little stretch, grab onto your knees, tuck your chin to your chest, as if you're doing a cat pose in a seated position. Inhale, lift the chest, look up. And then we're going to interlace our hands, so interlace them together behind your back, and then swing the hands so that they over on top of the left hip. And keep the shoulders down, then rest your head towards that left shoulder. Taking the gaze down towards the left knee, maybe close your eyes again. Back to center, swap the hands over towards the right hip. So placing the hands interlaced on top of the right hip bone. Drop the shoulders back and down, and then take the head towards the right shoulder. Taking the gaze towards the right knee. Close your eyes again. Finding those side body stretches, maybe rolling forwards to come over to the opposite side. Maybe finding a little arm roll as well behind you, and then sending it to the opposite side again, just finding your own dance, your own movement here. Listening to your body's intuitive movements. That's true yoga. Find what feels good in your body. Coming on forwards, just arch the back as if you're in a cat pose once again, tucking the chin. And back to center. Change the position of your legs if you're in a cross-legged position. We're going to just take a little meditation together. So sit up tall, tops of the hands to the knees. Coming back to a completely natural breath here. Be in this moment. Stay with the breath. Allow your thoughts to pass. Rest all the muscles in the face. Finish off the class. Keeping the eyes closed, let's do some alternate nostril breathing to cool the body right down. So block off the right nostril and inhale through the left. Nice big breath. Block the left and exhale out the right nostril. Exhale fully. Breathe slow and keep going. Inhale left, exhale right. Block the right, inhale left. Hold it at the top, block the left, exhale right. Keep going. Another 5.
2 more. One more.
Breathe naturally, rest your arm. Become aware of your breath again. You can stay and meditate as long as you like. I encourage you to do that. But if you need to get on with your day, you can end your practice with me with 3 ohms. Taking a big inhale. Bring your hands to your heart center. Bow your head. Thank yourself for practicing today, and rest assured that you did the best you can with what you can do today. Namaste. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you, everybody. If you're continuing to meditate, then please just stay mindful in your present moment. And for the rest of you, I hope that this class and some of the strength has really regenerated and revived you for the day ahead, and that you can take some of this mindful energy without you throughout all of your interactions today. True yoga really does not end when we get off our mat. It's when we take that peaceful practice out into the world and help it to guide us, our intuition, to stay in the moment, to interact with people and not always have a reaction to every action, and instead take that moment to breathe and to come to peace with whatever it is we're going to face today. So everybody, I hope you have a lovely day, and do feel free to let me know if you have any other requests. Until next time, namaste.